Welcome to Microsoft 365 Fundamentals. I'm Jay Seymour, Principal Content Publishing Manager at Microsoft. I'm excited to spend the next few hours introducing you to the world of Microsoft 365. During this journey, you'll be introduced to the key concepts behind cloud computing, the types of cloud services that Microsoft offers, and where Microsoft 365 fits in. You'll then learn about the core services that are part of Microsoft 365, what business value they provide, and how they differ from our on-premises products and services. You'll also learn about security, compliance, privacy, and trust in Microsoft 365 and how businesses can adopt Microsoft 365 to help achieve their digital security goals. Finally, you'll review the different Microsoft subscriptions and licenses, explore how billing works in Microsoft 365, and identify what support options are available to Microsoft 365 subscribers. The Microsoft 365 Fundamentals course consists of 4 modules. In Module 1, you'll be introduced to core cloud computing concepts. You'll begin with an overview of cloud computing, including the different types of cloud computing models and cloud services. You'll explore how businesses can use the cloud services to shift capital expenditures to operational expenditures while managing privacy, compliance, and data protection. You'll then learn about the types of cloud services Microsoft offers in general and Microsoft 365 in particular, and how Microsoft 365 helps enterprises with productivity, collaboration, security, and compliance. You'll compare Microsoft 365 with Office 365 to better understand when a business would adopt one over the other. You'll also review a few alternative third-party cloud offerings and see what value Microsoft 365 subscriptions deliver compared to those. At the end of Module 1, you'll examine the migration options that are available to Microsoft 365 subscribers. You'll explore the different migration models and map the best model for different business environments. In Module 2, we'll examine Microsoft 365's core products and services more closely and discover how they help businesses improve productivity, collaboration, security, and compliance. You'll compare Microsoft on-premises services to Microsoft 365 services and review some business scenarios to determine when Microsoft 365 would be a better fit than Office 365. We'll also introduce the Windows as a Service model and examine how to differentiate from the traditional Windows license and why it improves operating system management for the enterprise. Next, you'll transition to the concepts of enterprise mobility. You'll learn about mobile device management and mobile application management and consider their value for enterprise IT organizations in today's digital world. You'll also explore how Microsoft 365 provides data protection and compliance. You'll conclude Module 2 by learning about collaboration in Microsoft 365, how it differs from communication, why today's typical worker needs access to robust collaboration tools to be productive, and which Microsoft 365 components address these needs. Finally, you'll map different business scenarios to the most appropriate Microsoft 365 collaboration solution. In Module 3, you'll investigate the most common digital security threats enterprises encounter today and what Microsoft 365 services address these threats. You'll consider the concept of identity as it relates to on-premises and cloud-based environments and determine when an enterprise needs identity protection or identity management. At a high level, you'll learn about Azure Active Directory and compare it with Active Directory domain services. You'll examine the importance of having directory services in the cloud and how Azure Active Directory provides both identity management and identity protection. Next, you'll learn about why device management and data protection are important in the enterprise and what services Microsoft 365 provides to protect devices and data. Module 3 concludes with you learning about some of the great compliance needs in today's business environments and which Microsoft 365 compliance features address those needs. In Module 4, you'll explore the variety of Microsoft 365 subscriptions and licenses. You'll learn how to manage Microsoft 365 subscriptions, including how to add and remove user licenses. You'll also learn how Microsoft 365 billing works, including the different billing cycles, payment methods, and typical lifecycle phases of Microsoft 365 from provisioning all the way to retiring. This module concludes with a discussion about support, what support options are available in Microsoft 365, and the guarantees and service level agreements that it offers. Finally, you'll learn how to monitor Microsoft 365 Service Health, as well as how to create new service requests and review the status of active service requests. During the course, you'll have the opportunity to complete 4 different sets of labs. At the end of the first module, you'll be presented with a paper-based activity where you'll read through a few scenarios that describe different businesses and their needs, and you'll determine the type of cloud model that would best fit their needs. Next, you'll obtain a free Microsoft 365 trial tenant to use in the remaining practice labs. You can take as much time in these labs as you want, and you can delete and reset the environment at any time if you wish to start over. While the overall purpose of the practice labs is to provide you with a hands-on instruction to complete the proposed tasks, you can also use these labs to experiment with Office 365, however you like. These practice labs are not graded, so feel free to play around with your Microsoft 365 tenant and test other features, products, and services. So with that, I welcome you to the Microsoft 365 Fundamentals online training course. Thank you for your time and best of luck with your training.